So good afternoon. Today I'm going to explain trigonometry. So trigonometry is a chapter which is based on right angle triangles. So what is a right angle triangle? I guess you all must have studied in previous classes the triangles, right? So we all know what is a triangle. A triangle is a three-sided figure, right? Which is what? Uh, which is okay. So let me just first draw a triangle. Yeah, draw. Okay. So we all know that this is a triangle. What is it? This is a triangle. Okay. So now any triangle which will have one of the angles to be 90 degree. Okay. One of the angles to be 90 degree will be called a right angle triangle. What will it be called? It will be called a right angled triangle. This is something we already know, right? Now, the entire trigonometry is based on this right angle triangle. Before that, let's just come to the basics of a right angle triangle. So, in a right angle triangle, the part which on which the triangle is like sitting or on which the triangle is actually based, okay, that side is called base. What is it called? Base. Okay. Now we also know that the side which is just opposite to 90 degree, right? So this is the 90 degree. Okay, I have not even named it. So let's name it ABC. So the side which is just opposite to 90 degrees. So this side, what will we call this side? We are going to call this side to be hypotenuse. What we will call? Hypotenuse. Okay. This is also we know. So remaining another side, this side will be called perpendicular. Okay. So the another side which which has a role in making the 90 degree will be called what? Will be called perpendicular. So we have successfully named the three sides of a triangle. One will be hypotenuse. Now this hypotenuse will never change. Okay. The hypotenuse will always be the line segment which is opposite to the right angle. Okay. Always remember this. Only the base and perpendicular may keep changing. Suppose now this is a triangle. Suppose I draw this triangle only. I'm drawing the same triangle. Okay. But I'll just make a small change over here. We'll come to know. So this triangle. So my B is not changed. Okay. So I'm keeping the B at its own place, desired place, 90 degree. I'm putting A over here this time and I'm putting C over here this time. Can you see? Right? So in the previous one, this one, what happened? The A was at the top and C was at the bottom. Here I just did what? I changed it. So now if I consider this to be my plane, right? So I consider this to be my plane, then according to that, this is still the hypotenuse because I said hypotenuse would never change, right? This is my hypotenuse, opposite to 90 degree. Now this side becomes perpendicular, yes or no? Right? Now this side becomes perpendicular and this side becomes the base, right? So now for trigonometry, this is very needed. The knowledge to actually recognize which is your base, which is your hypotenuse, and which is your perpendicular. Okay. So we have come down to this. Now, if one angle is 90 Then let's take this angle to be theta. Okay. Then this angle has to be what? It has to be 90 minus theta. Yes or no? Why? Because in a triangle we know all the angles together make what? All the angles together make 180 degree. Correct? Okay. So just erasing that right angle part. It's not needed anymore. So now trigonometry has basic terms like, now let's come to the terms. The first term is sine. Let's say sine theta. I'll come to the topic, why are we calling it sine theta. Then is cos theta. Then is tan theta. Okay. Now go to the bottom part. At the bottom part, I'm writing cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Now we'll come to the usage also. So these are the different what? These are the different terms that we use in trigonometry. Sine theta, cos theta, right? So the different terms used are sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta. Okay, is this part clear? Now, if I ask you to find sine theta, first of all, you will say, ma'am, what is theta? And why did you only say sine theta? Right? So, just the way angle cannot be termed alone, these sine, cos, tan, and cosec, sec, cot cannot be termed alone. Okay? Now, what do you understand by that? Like angle has to be termed with degree, or angle itna, yeah, angle utna, or angle this much, or angle that much, right? Similarly, here also, we cannot call sine, we cannot call cos, right? Just the way you have a like name and a surname, right? When you have to introduce yourself, you have to say your full name, your name and your surname. Similarly, just they also possess, you can just call it, they also possess a surname. Okay. So sine theta. So when I will be saying sine theta, that means with respect to this angle, with respect to the angle theta, I have to find what is what. Okay. If in this, here I took angle A to be theta, here, if I would have taken this as to be theta, then the question would have been according to angle C. So till now, what have we done? Till now, we have just named angles as CAB, right? CAB, right? So in trigonometry, we won't use such big names CAB or ABC or ACB. We'll just simply call sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. Okay? So if I'm saying sine theta, which means we are talking about this angle. Okay? So now, how to find sine theta? If this is the theta. Now, let's come to the recognition of the base and perpendicular. Okay. Now, if I take this to be theta, okay, then always remember, then my hypotenuse is this, correct? Because it cannot be changed. But this won't be my perpendicular anymore then. If this angle is theta. Now you will ask me why, right? So always remember, if the side which is playing a role in making the theta, that angle would never be considered as perpendicular. Okay, the side, because one angle is already 90 and the other two angles together will be making 90, so one of them will be theta. So the side which has a role to play to make the theta, or which is actually sharing the arm with the theta, will always be called as base. Okay. And the side which has no role in making the theta will always be called perpendicular. Understood? So now in this case, if I take A as theta here, so this will be my base and this will be my perpendicular, correct? But if I, for example, take another angle phi, let's call this angle phi. So according to angle phi, base will be this and this will become perpendicular. Okay? Right? So did you understand this part? I'm just making the angle to be black because I've done that to with respect to right. This is my theta. So this will be perpendicular to this base. And if phi, then this is my base, this is my perpendicular. Okay. Now, so which will be your base, which will be your perpendicular, that you will understand after getting your triangle. Okay. Now let's just come to the part of how to find sine theta. Okay. So to find sine theta, always remember the formula of sine theta is the formula of sine theta is always perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is it? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Okay. And the cos theta is base by hypotenuse. Okay. I'm just writing P. Okay. Let me just write it fully. So, is this clear? Is everything clear till here? Okay. Now, sine theta will be P by B. Means perpendicular by base. It has no role of what? It has no role of hypotenuse. Okay? So it will be perpendicular by base. Okay? Now then we have understood what is sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. Now what about the terms left over niche, left over in the bottom? Cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. Now, always remember that cosec theta is the reciprocal of sine theta. Okay? So what was our sine theta? It was perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what will be a cosec theta? Hypotenuse by perpendicular. Easy? Just the reciprocal of sine. Sec theta will be hypotenuse by base. Okay? Just the opposite of cos. Okay? And cot theta will be base by perpendicular. Is this easy? Is this fine enough? Okay. So now we have understood. What did we understand till now? We have seen that there are 6 terms in trigonometry: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. And what are the necessary prerequisite knowledge that we need to do trigonometry is the knowledge of a triangle, the knowledge of a right angle, and the knowledge of a hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular. Is this much clear? Everything clear? No doubts till now? Okay. So now, okay. So I'm just erasing all the parts and let's just try to do a sum. Or we can do a few more basics. Okay. Okay, let me just clear all the drawings till here. Okay, great. So now, let me give you a small trivia as well. Sine theta will always be tan theta will always be sine theta divided by cos theta. That is why, if you see, our sine theta was perpendicular by hypotenuse and our cos theta was base by hypotenuse. But this got cut. So understood, this is why tan theta is p by b. Okay.